Hello and welcome to a not so awesome review, and today we are looking at a Batman Legends of the Dark Knight Halloween special. This is a prestige issue, though I will say it is collected in a trade paperback known as Batman Haunted Knight. It took me a second to remember the name, by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. One of the good number of things they did. They did Long Halloween, and there's one more. I have it right there. Dark Victory. See? Yeah, right? Right. Dark Victory. And Catwoman When in Rome, which is actually really good. But that's besides the point. Anyways, happy Halloween, because it's Halloween the day I'm posting this anyway. It is. If you're watching this any other day, then happy whatever day it is there. It could be Christmas. Well, not tomorrow, but you could watch this on Christmas. I don't really know. Anyways, I decided to do 3 reviews for today for Halloween, and they're all going to be the stories from the trade, from the Haunted Knight, just the original Prestige issues. And yeah, so we're going to start off with, like I said, Legends of the Dark Knight Halloween special, which is probably the least I don't want to say Halloween related, but yeah, kind of the least themed stories. Now, it does take place on Halloween. That's the main thing here. But unlike the other stories, which I will get to, not really much about Halloween going on. He Bruce does kind of have a little bit of a dream that scares him and makes him think. Well, let me just start from the beginning. We have the Scarecrow going around town, and he's been destroying generators basically for the city and causing blackouts, and using the blackouts as an advantage to rob stores. And Batman's after him. He hasn't slept in a few days. He's groggy, but it stuff happens basically, and eventually he ends up back at home at a Halloween party that he is hosting, that he can't really cancel just because of the fact that he has to keep appearances for one, but people paid a whole bunch of money just to be at the party, which is kind of crazy that people would pay a whole bunch of money. I get it, it's a donation for something, but still, it's a lot of money just to go to a party. But anyway, that's besides the point. Goes there, he kind of has a good time, and he meets this woman that he ends up liking, and she's actually a key part of the story, but again, it gets interrupted by Scarecrow, who he has to go after. The Scarecrow story isn't the best. It's not like he's going around making people scared or anything. He's literally just going around and destroying generators and looting people. So there's not even that much of a fear story in it. Like I said, he does have a nightmare, but though that nightmare doesn't really seem to be caused by the fear toxin at all, which he does get sprayed at with one point, and it doesn't look like it affects him. And it can't be the nightmare part, because that happens later in the story, so it's a little bit weird how that happens. But yeah, and then the whole story with the Skrull, whose name is Jillian, we find out he ends up kind of starting falling for her, and after having this dream I told you about, he starts questioning if he should even be Batman, if he just go on a break. And the story goes from there. It's a pretty simple story. It's nothing complex or anything. The only real reason it's even Halloween related is because it happens on Halloween. And yeah, there's really not much else to say about it. It's a good story. It's a nice read. The cover for the Prestige issue is awesome. I don't think you can, maybe you can tell, but it is reflecty. It's reflecty. That's the technical term for it, by the way. It's reflecty where the pumpkin is. And yeah, I think it was actually given out as a free comic book day. Not this version, a paperback version of it was a free comic book day at some point, or maybe it was the Batman day. One of those, where you can get an issue free. It's not a bad book. The art in it is just, well, if you've read anything from this duo, it is the same as everything else. It looks good. Granted, I'm not big on how Bruce looks here, but everything else, it looks amazing. I'm just not a fan of how Bruce looks. I'm not saying I hate the art. I want to make that perfectly clear. I just don't like how Bruce looks. That's it. Alfred in it is pretty funny. Um, really not much else to say. The very. It's funny that this one's called the Halloween special. Just there's really not much Halloween. The other ones, there's more. It makes more sense on why it's on Halloween. This one could have happened any other night, and it really wouldn't have mattered when this story happened. So there is that, but I will still give it a 4.5 out of 5. It's an interesting read. It's good. It isn't amazing. I wouldn't say it's a must read, but I would definitely say as a whole, if you're going to buy the um, Haunted Night trade paperback, it is definitely worth it. Get that. It's awesome. If you want to get this, find it cheap. It is a cool cover at the very least. So I know that people sometimes think, well, I mean, it's kind of divided. People love Tim Sale and Jeff Loeb, and then some people kind of think they're overrated. I like their work. I don't have a problem with it. Take that as you will. You're gonna like what you're gonna like, and that's the best I can say. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, hit the thumbs up button, comment down below, and subscribe for more. And I will see you guys later with another review. And once again, happy Halloween. Goodbye.